The Chun, the ABCs, your first section, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. The most important thing is to find your motivation to want to train it most days, every day, at least twice a week. It's great if you're going to regular classes, because in regular classes we'll always train this every single lesson. So we always normally start this up to get your focus and your mind into the arena that you want to start to train martial arts. So you leave all your rubbish and whatever's happening in your world outside, you come into the martial arts school, you bow in, you start your form, and then you're ready to work out and understand what we're doing. I also, as I'm getting older, appreciate the forms from the health point of view, that it keeps my mobility. And of course, in my days when I used to do so many classes, like 27 private lessons, teaching Monday to Friday and half day Saturdays, plus every other weekend, a weekend seminar. So the idea of doing forms for health didn't even enter my head or my concept, because I was training it so regularly. It's only when you don't train in a regular class or teach regularly that you need to make sure that you actually put into your lifestyle where you train your form. And the more you train, I promise you, the more you train your form, and with the concept of seeing how you use it when you're sparring, the better it is. You will not get good at Wing Chun without having a good understanding of your Chun. It's amazing when the amount of people come to me for testing for their technician to get their black belt. They look at me and I'm thinking, I've got to see their Chun, Chum, Q and Buji. I'm promising you now, if your SNT, your Chun is rubbish or not of a high enough standard, then I don't want to see your Chum, Q or Buji, because the fundamentals are within the Chun. Most masters will always want to see your first form, not your second, not your Buji, not your wooden dummy, your first form. Through your first form, you can see most of their mistakes, because the mistakes you make in the Chun, you're making the Chum, Q and the Buji and the wooden dummy, and it comes back. So train your form, guys, and have constant feedback. Send me videos of what you're doing. Do it slowly enough, and obviously do it close enough, so I can actually give you feedback that's specifically for your training. Now, of course, as you mature and develop in the Wing Chun system, you'll have a different understanding, and you should train everywhere. Just think of your form as like someone who goes to the gym regularly. Now, you've got the type of person who goes to the gym already, still got a gut, got no definition in his arms. Obviously, he's doing something wrong. But if you speak to the guy who's completely cut up, you know, he's got great biceps, great definition, and he's lean, and you ask him what he does, he'll tell you that he changes his routine all the time. And that's exactly what you've got to do with your Chun. If you make it the same, you just do the motions, you're going to get to a level very quickly that that's it. After the beginner level, that's it. You won't improve it. You have to have an idea of what you're doing. So when you're sparring, you go, oh, that was my mistake. So you focus on one area. So one way we do that, and you can look at it when you're training, guys, is that you do your form complete, 1 to 8, yeah? Then choose one section. So maybe the first week you're just going to work on the first sentence, second week. So within 2 months, you spent maybe more time on each section. So the third week you work the third section, fourth week you work the fourth section, and so on. And you repeat it maybe 50, 60, 100 times. It doesn't take long to do most of the sections 10 times, yeah? So if you think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can do that 10 times 10, yeah, 100 in one session. That's a great way to get started, and the same for the second set, third and fourth. So obviously the fourth set and the third set would take a lot longer to do, but the rest, it could be done very, very quick. You can even do this sitting down when you're training your forms. But the most important thing, guys, is work on positions. Once you have your position, then bring in the power slowly. Change it. Sometimes do your form fast. Sometimes do it really slow. Sometimes try and do it on one leg, just to mix it up a little bit. And sometimes just try and do the whole form in your head. So close your eyes, sit down, imagine yourself just going through the motions of the form. Just visualize it. There's so many different ways, and over the years you'll see more and more ways of doing it. There's loads of different variations of the form. This is the one we do standard form that we teach within the WCI. So train it, guys. Give us feedback. Again, I'm more than happy to watch your videos of you doing your Chun, providing you've trained it, and it's slow enough that I can see it, but do it slow. No point doing it, sorry, let me get it right. Do it slow enough so I can see it with power, and if you have any questions, you can say, oh, Sifu, do I need to do this or this or this? Put that on video. I can answer those questions. It's a lot easier than just trying to write it. A video is so easy to do and put up. All you need to do is go to your YouTube channel, put the video up as unlisted. That means only I, who you send the link to, can view the actual video. And I'll gladly shoot you a personal video from there. My whole concept, guys, is to produce high-ranking students who completely understand the whole system inside out and who love to train. So guys, work your form, yeah, and then obviously we'll progress on to the second form. I don't want you to spend a lifetime learning the SNT. I want you to be able to know the SNT, Chun, Cube, Buji, wooden dummy and knife as quickly as possible, so therefore you grow very quickly, because then you have your alphabet, and then what we do is over the years we put the depth into the system.